Annamalai ji, you are emerging as one of the sharpest young politicians in the country. Whenever somebody talks about young politicians who are going to matter by 2024, your name is taken in that. In the South, the BJP has not really managed to make much inroads over the past several decades since its existence. You are seen as this white ray of hope by your party in Tamil Nadu. So what is it that is your brief and what are you expected to deliver in Tamil Nadu?
Thank you so much, madam, for having me in your podcast show. I fundamentally believe for every political party, its time has to come. Whatever we push and pull, certain conducive factors has to be there for a political party to emerge. If you look at Tamil Nadu, for a long time, we had big stalwarts there. People like Jayalalitha, madam, people like Karunanidhi Ayya. They're like very, very people bigger than their shoes. People who can pull crowds. People just thought they can't do any wrong. That is the kind of confidence they generated over the last 40, 50 years.
Correct.
Very importantly, Dr. MGR. Now, what has happened in the last 4 or 5 years, we see a lot of vacuum in Tamil Nadu. Though a lot of parties are fighting for that space. And they need a larger-than-life leader kind of. Tamil Nadu people are always used to this kind of an impression. You need a larger-than-life leader. So now our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji exactly fits into that role. 9 years into governance. All the central government schemes are reaching that maturity level. People are seeing in their own eyes the transformation. Tamil people generally, it takes a little bit time for them to get warmed up. If you look at Dr. MGR himself, he acted in movies for a long time. He was in DMK for a long time. Then he started a party in 1972. 5 years later, he came to power. There is no that instant hero in Tamil Nadu. They take time to warm up to you. Once they warm up, then sky is the limit. For Modi ji, people have warmed up to him. They have accepted him. They have seen him for 2 different elections now. So 2024, we fundamentally believe Modi ji is going to fill that big vacuum in Tamil Nadu. That's how I see it. The brief is very clear, madam. To spread the party. The party has to go to all parts of Tamil Nadu. 39 Lok Sabha constituencies. We have to go around everywhere. The party is traditionally strong in some parts of Tamil Nadu. We are strong in Kanyakumari, where we have produced MPs. Nilagiri we have given MPs. Coimbatore we have given MPs. Trichy we have given MPs. So now we have to spread out tier 2 cities to the village level. That is the work we are doing as of now.
See, for our viewers and our listeners who may not be very familiar with Tamil Nadu politics, this, like when you said about this larger than life, many of the people that you mentioned, they came in from the glamour world. They came in from film industry, or Karunanidhi was not exactly from film industry, but he was a poet, and he had this interaction with the crowd and all that. And everything that we see about Tamil Nadu politics is huge posters and then people getting very emotional about their leaders and all that. Politics is very different from the rest of the country, isn't it?
I partly agree with you, madam. It is true. We are definitely different from the rest of the country. And the initial part of Tamil Nadu, 1919, the Justice Party came to power in Tamil Nadu. Till 1947, with the British control, we had some form of a government. Post 1947, we had some of the great stalwarts in Tamil Nadu. You look at iconic statesmen, people like Rajagopalachari, people like Karmaveerar Kamaraj. That was a different era and time. So those people occupied the mind space. 1965, post the Hindi agitation in Tamil Nadu, things took a sharp U-turn. Till then, it was more like Tamil Nadu was part of the national mainstream. When Rajaji was there, part of the national mainstream. Kamarajar Ayya, part of the syndicate and very big leader. So Tamil Nadu was never far away from India. It was always connected. The schemes were coming and people were dictating up to the Delhi politics also. People sitting here were dictating Delhi politics. 1965, post the Hindi agitation and the sharp U-turn that happened, Tamil Nadu was seen from the outside as a state that is slightly away from the mainstream India in terms of politics, where it is a separate politics. It doesn't matter who's coming in Delhi. There people vote very differently. So that a very careful political vacuum which arose after the Hindi agitation, the DMK party smartly captured it. Karunanidhi, all said and done, he was also a great person in the media industry, in the cinema industry. He wrote screenplays, very powerful dialogues for n number of movies, for which Dr. MGR acted as the hero. And the connection for them, they all came together. Annadurai, who was the first Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, the Dravidian Chief Minister 1967, he was also very popular writer and a speaker. So from then onwards, it is one after the other. It is Karnanidhi, then Dr. MGR, then Jayalalitha. It is like that. It is going. But we all have to understand, madam, when larger than life leaders, the shelf life once it is over, it's a matter of time for them. The parties go through some sort of a struggle because the next leader can't match up to their standard. And nobody could match up to Kalangar's standard. Nobody could match up to Dr. MGR's standard. But Jayalalitha madam came up because she was also came up the hard way. Now in the current field, I don't see any larger than life leader in Tamil Nadu who will occupy that mind space, and people simply will blindly trust them. He cannot do any wrong. That is the kind of image people had for them. So in this space, the politics is going to be very, very different, ma'am, not the old style of politics. Tamil Nadu, generally when parties come to power, ma'am, you see a sweep. Lok Sabha elections also, you see one-sided sweep that normally happens in Tamil Nadu. Previously, when you see this kind of a transition between DMK and ADMK in each of the election in a 5-year cycle, you see a good number of seats, 140, 150, 170, up to 182. We have a 234-member assembly. And this election was the most closely fought election. DMK came to the election with a 12-party alliance. The net difference between the DMK alliance and the ADMK alliance was a matter of 2.1% total vote share. And the 45 seats which the ADMK alliance lost, if you count the margin, it is 2.4 lakh. So if you do a very nuanced analysis of Tamil Nadu politics, it is all becoming very closer. Parties are vying for that space. And this itself is a sign that you will not see a sweep anymore in Tamil Nadu. Like Jayalalitha sweep, Karnanidhi sweep, MGR sweep, that was the Lok Sabha and Assembly performance. So 2024 has given a very clear indication. DMK, despite 10 years out of power, 10 years they were in power, and 2019 they had a big sweep because they were able to generate some sort of a wave in Tamil Nadu. 2021 was very close, very, very close. As I said, the numbers, if you look at it, very close, ma'am. So I would say that clearly points to a new emerging trend that people will see politician as a politician. They will see who you are, what you are speaking, what are the other parties and everything. And they will not blindly trust you. Okay, 10 years, Jayalalitha is out of power, please give her a chance. That was the old time. And Tamil politics also, ma'am, traditionally, the opposition parties never play a big role in Tamil Nadu. 4 years, they keep quiet. 5th year, they emerge, they issue some paper statements. They do 2-3 protests before the election, they sweep. So that is also Tamil Nadu will not see. That was the trend for the last 30-40 years. You will not see an aggressive opposition in Tamil Nadu, you haven't seen. For a party to go, we have to have a very clear presence in the grassroots, madam. That is very important. We have about 68,000 booths. You got to have a very strong presence in those booths. BJP is expanding now. We are in the expanding phase. We are having a booth president. We are going to all parts of Tamil Nadu. Till then, it was always a problem. For BJP, when these two major leaders were there, you never got people for the booths because people are addicted to some sort of a political phenomena. For the first time, we are seeing our booths getting filled, our president's slot getting filled. So it is more on the expansion side. The second problem for BJP to immediately fill up the gap per se is you are taking on an MLA contestant from the BJP who's a 5-time MLA. Invariably in ADMK, when you see, it is all 5-time, 4-time, 6-time MLAs who are there now. DMK also the same thing, where there are matured politicians and 30-40 years they are in politics. For BJP, we are seeing a lot of first generation, young, dynamic people getting into politics through BJP. This is the trend we are seeing in the last 2-3 years. Okay. So I would say 2026 would be a marker. 2024, you will see BJP emerging in Tamil Nadu, where we will send a huge number of MPs to Delhi. Because that election is going to be, Modi ji is going to come back as India's Prime Minister. How much is Tamil Nadu going to contribute? So we see a clear wave for Modi ji in 2024.
So what's your immediate goal, 2024 or 2026?
2024, the immediate goal is to make sure the party is strong enough to capture this wave. A wave gets generated, ma'am. To translate that into votes, we got to have booth level presence.
So you have a wave right now, you think?
I see a wave, madam. I see a wave, clear pro-Modi wave, unlike last time in 2019 where they generated. Because Kasi Tamil Sangamam, one after the other, when you see what Modi ji has done, if I can speak very elaborately about it, Modi ji is seen as an insider. In fact, if you look at the Tamil news for the last 1 month, somebody has started a rumor that Modi ji is contesting from Tamil Nadu, one of the seat. Everywhere you go, people ask. 2 days back, I was in a tea shop in Thoothukudi. I was having a tea in a tea shop. The Anna asked me, Anna, is it sure Modi ji will contest? So this has become a talking point.
Contest from Tamil Nadu?
From Ramanathapuram is what the rumors say. So people have picked up that rumors. Medias have written columns about it. Varanasi and Ramanathapuram, Modi ji is connecting. It is all rumor, but people are commenting, people are talking, people want Modi ji to continue. That itself is a sign. This and many other things that Modi ji is seen as an insider in Tamil Nadu, not anymore an outsider from distant part of India.